I just love the idea of making beautiful people, don't you? And for all of you that decided to mutate the population, it upsets me. Yes, that you put anything in the food. It really does. I do not like American citizens being uglied. Yes, because of your filthy way of wanting to pee the population. Now, I had thought that somebody had a real fetish for what is known as urine. Yes. And I don't like that. Oh, I think that Americans, yes, should be beautiful and handsome. Now, when I think about the actual bladder of those that you had to be on, yeah. Can somebody explain exactly how it's possible that you can control the bladder of American citizens? In fact, just recently I was talking to a friend of mine and she was helping out another woman. Yes. And she had to go to the bathroom so fast, yes, that she got out of the van and had to urinate right next to it. And then there was this another experience where I was walking across the street, yes, and the individual did not have such control of their bladder that he actually urinated while crossing the crosswalk on First Street. Yes. Now, somebody had to be on the population because they had to read the urine. Yes. And this thought of the smell. Yes. Now, I know I was a bedwetter and I didn't want to be. Yes. But there are some witches that just can't get rid of the thought of the taste, the smell, or the look of the yellow pea. You know, this coloring known as urine, yes, and the yellow of the yellow bee of the Illuminati, the yellow and black bee right now. Yeah, you're making America ugly. Yes, and I don't like it. Now, I've said that I have sexual relationships with beautiful women, yes, that do feel the need, right, to want to know what's really, really important. And somebody had sewn in. Yes, I did. Now, why don't you give me the bladder of all the witches right now that thought, well, we'll just smell urine? Yes, we'll interrupt the sexual intercourse of American citizens because we'll cause them to have to go to the bathroom while trying to enjoy their sexuality? Yes, because I really think, okay, it's a bad idea. Now, I do want to know all the plantations in the South. Yes. And all the beef ranches where you could go there and be beautiful and handsome, doing some very light exercise. Yes. Eating some very healthy food. Now, the thought was that if I have a very beautiful and handsome workforce, yes, those that are employed in my clothes offices, yes, it reduces the amount of medical expenses that I experience as a corporation. It's called preventative health care before you're employed in my company. Now, wanting to make beautiful, yes, approximately 24,000 individuals a year, that I would like to know that they're really not dependent upon any pharmaceuticals. Yes, they have that firmness of skin knowing how good they look. And some of them even have tan lines when they get weatherized. Ooh. Now, this is what's called an alpaca. I wanted to own all of these. Yes. I think they're very smart. Yes. But when I got to swim in March of 2012, yeah, I was talking to a man named Mike Gooch. Yes. I had went to some Bible studies at his house when I owned a place at 323 West First Street. Yes. And while talking with him, he told me that the price of alpacas had gone down 35% from what it had been 5 years before. No. And I thought, what would cause such a price decrease? It could be that being on an alpaca is an uncomfortable experience for those that know how to be on a dog. Yes. Those that know how to be on a cat, Frisky. Yes. In fact, some alpacas might get so upset about this, I can't tell you right now. Now, the Gooches, yes, were very, very good to me. And David Smiddlecoffer, yes, was a volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club where my sons were going for approximately 5 years. Yes, but his wife did watch our kids when Heidi gave birth to, I think it was Deacon or maybe Bishop, one or the other. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was Deacon. Yes. Now, I'd like to talk to the Smiddlecoffers because as a volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club, yes, I think when you issue a protection order that violates my rights as a father, I'm suing the Boys and Girls Club. Ouch! I'm suing the employees. Ouch. And any volunteer that happens to be a mandatory reporter that is obligated right now. Now, I did talk to Mike Gooch when I was living at 1023 Kitchen Dick Road. Yes. And they decided that they got very upset at the devil for taking their two sons. Yes. And I was very supportive of their ministry. Right. And then he, right now, get me the alpacas.